Chosen ones, what you are about to hear is not by accident. If you are here right now, it's because God Himself has orchestrated your steps to bring you to this divine moment. You've been feeling it for some time now. The stirring, the anticipation, the quiet sense that something bigger was on its way. You've prayed, waited, and hoped for your breakthrough. And I am here to tell you, the wait is over. God's movement in your life is already underway, and the magnitude of what's coming will absolutely leave you in awe. The transformation unfolding is not a distant dream. It is reality forming right in front of you. God has whispered His promises to you in the silent moments, long before you could see any evidence. Every longing, every nudge of hope, every unexplained surge of faith you've experienced was God planting seeds of destiny in your heart. And now, those seeds are bursting into life. You are stepping into a season where what once seemed impossible will become your new normal. But here's the truth. You must be ready. You cannot afford to hesitate, to question, or to hold yourself back. This is your call to action, a divine summons to rise boldly into everything you were created to be. Think about Joshua, standing at the edge of the promised land. God's words to him were simple yet profound. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Just like Joshua, you are being called not just to see the promise, but to possess it. Everything you've endured, the struggles, the waiting, the heartbreak, has been preparing you for this explosive moment of manifestation. You have been shaped, refined, and strengthened for such a time as this. Now, the shift is happening at a pace faster than you ever expected. Are you prepared to move with it? Are you willing to trust that God's plan for you is unfolding perfectly, even if it looks different than you imagined? The life you dreamed of, the purpose you've longed to fulfill, is no longer just a distant hope. It's here, it's happening, and it's bigger than anything you dared to pray for. Just like Joseph, who went from the pit to the palace almost overnight, you are about to experience divine acceleration that will defy human logic. Genesis 41:41-44. Will you trust God enough to step into it without fear? The journey ahead will be filled with moments that challenge you to stretch, to grow, and to believe even when the evidence is still forming. But each step you take in obedience will align you more deeply with the extraordinary future God has designed for you. The favor that is about to pour over your life will not only change you, it will change everyone connected to you. You are not just a witness to a global shift. You are a pioneer leading it. The world desperately needs the light you carry. No more shrinking back. No more doubting your worth. You were created to lead, to inspire, and to transform. Everything you have been through was not in vain. It was divine preparation. This moment is not a coincidence. It is the culmination of every whispered prayer, every tear sown in faith, and every battle fought in silence. As you stand now, poised on the edge of fulfillment, trust that God's timing is perfect. He has never failed you, and He never will. His word declares in Habakkuk 2:3, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not delay." This is your appointed time. This is your season of fulfillment. Trust in His process, embrace the shift with boldness, and know that you are stepping into something far greater than you could ever have imagined. Chosen one, the world is about to witness the manifestation of God's promises in your life, and it will be nothing short of miraculous. Before we continue, I want to take a heartfelt moment to say thank you to every single person who has supported this message through a super thanks donation. Your generosity is helping us carry this light further into the world, reaching more souls who need hope and encouragement. Whether you donate or not, please know you are deeply valued and appreciated beyond words. If you feel led, You can leave a super thanks to help us continue spreading these powerful messages. But above all, your presence here, your faith and your engagement mean everything. Also, before we dive deeper, if you believe this message is for you, type 999 in the comments as a powerful act of faith and alignment with this divine season that is unfolding in your life. Let the heavens and the earth agree with your step into destiny. Now, get ready, because the best is not coming. It's already here. God's chosen ones, God told you. Something was coming, and now it's here. Get ready. We are now stepping into a time where everything familiar is shifting. Systems that once appeared invincible are shaking, their foundations crumbling under forces they cannot resist. Have you felt the tremors beneath your feet? This is not by accident. God has long been preparing you for this very hour. As the worldly powers that maintained control begin to lose their grip, you, God's chosen one, are called to rise. You are not a bystander in this upheaval. You are the answer that the world desperately needs. Remember Noah, who was warned of the flood long before the first drop of rain fell. Genesis 6:13-22. While others mocked, he built. While others slept, he prepared. Will you too be ready to move while others hesitate? The world is being forced to confront its own instability. Economies faltering, governments staggering, and societies groaning under the weight of corruption and decay. This collapse is not your enemy. It is your doorway. When the walls of Jericho fell, it was not a tragedy for God's people. It was a victory. Joshua 6:20. Likewise, this dismantling is your invitation to step boldly into leadership, to become the standard bearer of righteousness, faith, and wisdom. Have you considered that the very shaking around you is God's way of clearing the path for your elevation? Think of Harriet Tubman, who escaped slavery only to return, risking everything to lead others to freedom. Are you willing to become a liberator in a world yearning for truth? The world will soon witness the final collapse of structures that no longer align with God's purposes. Outdated leaderships, traditions clinging to the past, and institutions emptied of true meaning, they are being stripped away. And here you are, standing at the ready. As the earth groans for something authentic, you, chosen one, have been equipped with a voice the world cannot ignore. Are you ready to walk through the doors that fear will cause others to flee from? Consider the story of Gideon, the least in his family, hiding from his enemies when God called him a mighty warrior. Judges 6:11-16. His fear didn't disqualify him. His obedience established him. Could it be that your hidden seasons were not punishment but preparation? You were never meant to fit the old molds. Titles and institutions are fading into irrelevance. Your authority flows from an intimate connection with the living God, not from human validation. The time when the world could rely on religious titles and ceremonial leadership has ended. Now, God's Spirit moves directly through His chosen ones, you included. Look to someone like Martin Luther King Jr., whose voice broke the chains of injustice through conviction, not by seeking earthly crowns. Do you feel the stirring inside you, a call that refuses to be silenced until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream? This is your divine moment. Your purpose has always been to be more than a passive observer of history. You were born to be a catalyst of spiritual revolution. While the death of the old ways may bring mourning to some, for you, it is the dawn of a new commission. Your life is about to become a living epistle of God's power, seen, heard, and felt by all who encounter you. Think of Mary Magdalene, once dismissed by society, yet chosen to be the first to witness and proclaim the resurrection. John 20:11-18. She was overlooked by men, but handpicked by God. Might it be that your history, your scars, your quiet faithfulness are precisely why you have been entrusted with this new era? The death of old systems is not an end, it is a coronation. You are being crowned not with jewels made by human hands, but with heavenly authority. You are God's vessel to carry his message into places others dared not go. Reflect on the journey of someone like Steve Jobs, who after rejection and failure returned to lead a revolution that changed the world. Failure did not define him, vision did. Will you allow God's vision for your life to eclipse the ruins of the old? A spiritual awakening is sweeping the earth, and your life is a spark destined to ignite it. The cries of the lost, the broken, the disillusioned, they are rising to heaven, and God is sending you as part of his answer. Will you answer the call? Will you step out of hiding and into destiny? The shaking you feel is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to launch you. The dismantling of the old has cleared the stage. Now, the spotlight is on you, chosen one. You were made for this moment. The world is not falling apart, it is falling into place, divinely orchestrated, so that your gifts, your voice, your light can finally be revealed. The question that remains is simple, but profound. Will you step forward and claim your rightful place in God's unfolding masterpiece? The time is now. The world is waiting, and heaven is cheering you on. This transformation unfolding before you is not confined to the spiritual realm alone. It is also a profound financial shift orchestrated by God himself. Have you felt the stirring within your spirit, the quiet yet persistent nudge that something extraordinary is coming? That's because it is. God's blessings are poised to overflow into your life in ways that will not only shock you, but leave everyone around you marveling at his goodness. This isn't mere increase for personal indulgence. It is part of a grand divine strategy. You are being equipped, chosen one, with resources that will empower you to fulfill your sacred mission on earth. Remember Solomon, the young king who, when given the opportunity to ask for anything, requested wisdom, and God, pleased with his heart, also granted him unparalleled wealth and influence. 1 Kings 3:5-14. Why? Because Solomon's wealth was never meant for vanity. It was given to build the temple, to establish a kingdom that reflected divine order. Could it be that your financial blessings are not just gifts, but tools, assigned to the greater construction of God's kingdom through you? As you step forward, wealth will no longer be a barrier to your calling. It will become a bridge. The abundance that is on its way will liberate you to invest boldly in the visions God has planted deep within your heart. It will empower you to sow generously into the lives of others, breaking cycles of poverty, despair, and hopelessness. Have you imagined what it would feel like to be the answer to someone's desperate prayer? Think of J.K. Rowling, who rose from near destitution to worldwide influence, using her platform not just for personal gain, but to fuel massive charitable efforts. How much more could you accomplish, guided by the Spirit and blessed with divine provision? Your financial struggles are coming to an end, not so that you may rest in comfort, but so that you may rise in purpose. Your wealth will not merely touch your own life, it will become a river that flows outward, transforming communities, lifting others out of bondage, and advancing the gospel to the farthest corners of the earth. Could it be that the wealth God is releasing to you is part of the solution to global problems? Understand this deeply. God has appointed you not just as a receiver of blessings, but as a steward. Your hands will not clutch tightly, they will open freely. Just as Joseph was entrusted with managing Egypt's abundance during a time of famine, Genesis 41:46-57, you are being trusted to manage divine resources with wisdom and compassion. Do you see the pattern emerging? Every blessing you receive is a seed sown into a harvest far larger than your own needs. As you embrace this new reality, trust that it is not by chance. Your financial overflow is heaven's endorsement of your mission, Consider how Tyler Perry, once homeless, rose to become a cultural force, not hoarding his wealth, but building communities, empowering dreams, and creating platforms for countless others. When God prospers a chosen one, it is never a small, isolated act. It is always a strategic move to influence, to uplift, and to advance His kingdom. But let me ask you, will you see your coming wealth as a mere reward, or will you recognize it as a divine weapon in your hand for greater battles ahead? And even more profound than the financial breakthrough is the spiritual awakening that is about to erupt in your life. The chains that once bound your understanding, the veils that once clouded your perception, are being torn away. You are about to experience a depth of intimacy with God that will redefine your entire existence. Think of Saul, once a persecutor of the early church, who on the road to Damascus encountered the living Christ and was utterly transformed into Paul, the apostle to the Gentiles. Acts 9:1-19. His spiritual awakening not only changed his destiny, it reshaped the course of history. Are you prepared for the magnitude of the transformation that is about to sweep through your own life? As the world staggers through global shifts, social, economic, and spiritual, you will find that your awakening perfectly aligns with the cries of a broken generation. They will not be drawn to you because of your charisma or intellect. They will be drawn because of the undeniable light of God shining through you. Just as Florence Nightingale, moved by divine compassion, revolutionized healthcare in a time of widespread suffering, you too are being prepared to bring healing where despair has long reigned. The clarity you are about to receive will be unlike anything you have ever known. God Himself will guide you, instruct you, and reveal mysteries that once seemed inaccessible. Your spiritual authority will grow, not because of human recognition, but because of heavenly impartation. Can you feel the shift beginning even now? The pull towards something greater, something eternal? Can you sense that your life is about to become a beacon, a lighthouse standing firm amidst the storms of this world? The mission unfolding before you is massive, but so is the anointing resting upon you. Financial freedom, spiritual clarity, global influence, these are not distant promises. They are imminent realities. Heaven has declared it, and the earth is trembling in anticipation. The awakening you are experiencing is not meant to stop with you. It is designed to ignite a movement around you. As you rise in spiritual maturity, you're becoming a living lighthouse, shining brightly to guide others toward the truth that their souls desperately seek. Have you noticed how people are already beginning to be drawn to your light? It's not by accident. God has planted within you the seeds of wisdom and understanding that will not only transform your own journey, but will empower you to lead others on their path to awakening. Your life will become a living testimony of what is possible when a heart is surrendered to divine purpose. Consider the story of Abraham, called from everything familiar into an unknown land. His obedience didn't just bless him, it birthed a nation, Genesis 12:1-3. Could it be that your awakening is about birthing transformation far beyond your own life? Your spiritual growth is not self-contained. It is the spark that will set entire communities ablaze with renewal. And as you grow spiritually, a parallel transformation is occurring. A financial breakthrough is rapidly approaching, one so profound it will exceed every expectation you have dared to imagine. What once seemed unattainable will suddenly come within reach. Doors that were once sealed shut will open effortlessly. Opportunities you once only dreamed about will become tangible realities. Think of Sarah Blakely, who started Spanx with just $5,000 and transformed it into $1 billion brand. What seemed impossible for her became inevitable because she stepped through the doors God swung wide open. Are you prepared to walk through the doors God is unlocking before you now? This is not mere coincidence. It is a divine demonstration of God's faithfulness. His provision is not just sufficient, it is abundant, overwhelming, and unending. Your financial growth is not a worldly accident. It is a heavenly affirmation. It is the outward manifestation of God's covenant with his chosen ones. Just as Isaac sowed in a time of famine and reaped 100-fold in the same year, because the Lord blessed him. Genesis 26:12-13. So too will your sowing and faithfulness be met with supernatural increase. Have you wondered how the promises spoken over your life would come to pass? Every obstacle, every delay, every season of waiting was never a denial, only a setup for a greater demonstration of his glory. The financial growth you're about to experience will not simply change your own circumstances. It will launch you into a greater sphere of influence and purpose. Like Howard Schultz, who rose from growing up in public housing to building the Starbucks empire, your beginnings do not limit the magnitude of your impact. Could it be that your story of breakthrough will inspire millions who have lost hope? But you must remember, the financial blessings are not the end, they are the beginning. They are the tools placed in your hand for a divine assignment. They are heaven's resources entrusted to you to further the kingdom of God. As you steward them faithfully, you will build not just wealth, but legacy. Have you asked yourself, how will I use what God is about to pour into my life? You are being positioned to effect change on a global scale, and as the old structures of the world groan under the weight of their collapse, the world will start looking for new leaders. Leaders who walk in truth, in faith, and in unshakable integrity. That leader is you. Your voice will carry new authority. Your words will penetrate hearts in ways they never have before. You have not been hidden for nothing. You have not endured seasons of silence without reason. You have been prepared, refined, and anointed for this very hour. Think of Deborah, a woman who rose as a judge and a prophet in Israel at a time when courage was rare. Judges 4:4-9. Her leadership wasn't requested by the people, it was required by the times. Similarly, is it possible that your leadership is exactly what this generation needs right now? This is your time to step forward with boldness. In a world growing darker and more unstable by the day, your unwavering faith will become a north star for countless souls seeking direction. They will not only seek your wisdom, they will seek your hope. Your trust in God, your quiet strength under pressure, and your relentless belief in his promises will set you apart. People will come, drawn by the light they see in you, just as ships are drawn to the safety of a lighthouse during a storm. Your role as a guide will be crucial. In times of fear, you will offer peace. In times of uncertainty, you will speak clarity. In times of despair, you will release hope. Think of someone like Denzel Washington, who consistently points back to faith as the foundation for his success and impact. His platform became a pulpit because he allowed God's light to shine through him. Likewise, your influence will not be contained to the obvious. It will infiltrate boardrooms, classrooms, ministries, communities, and beyond. This global transformation you are witnessing is not something to fear. It is something to fully embrace with open arms and a courageous heart. You, chosen one, were handpicked for this very moment. The world is in desperate need of leaders who are anchored in divine truth, and you have been called to step into that leadership. Have you sensed it already? The quiet pull inside you, urging you to rise. It is not your imagination. It is your destiny awakening. Step into your calling with unshakable confidence, knowing that those who are meant to find you, to hear your voice, and to follow your light will be divinely led to you. God has always prepared his leaders ahead of critical moments. Think of Joseph, imprisoned and forgotten, yet one dream away from becoming the one who would save nations from famine. Genesis 41:14-41. Likewise, your preparation has not been wasted. In the coming days, you will begin to experience prophetic dreams, vivid, unmistakable visions that will unveil clarity like you have never known before. These dreams will not just serve as guidance, they will be divine confirmations. tangible evidence that God's favor is resting mightily upon your life. Have you ever wondered why your path felt unclear at times? Why you face seasons of uncertainty? The answers are about to be revealed. Through these prophetic dreams, God will provide you with the detailed roadmap you've been waiting for. Each dream will be a stepping stone, moving you closer to your divine mission in this season of global transformation. Just as Daniel was given dreams and interpretations that shifted the course of empires, Daniel 2:19-23, so too are your dreams being fashioned to shift lives, communities, and perhaps even nations. Are you ready to receive instructions straight from the throne of heaven? Will you tune your spirit to hear the sacred whispers delivered through your dreams? You are not alone on this path. God Himself is walking with you through every moment of this journey. Even in the stillness of night, He is speaking to you, counseling you, strengthening your resolve. In the midst of global chaos, you will rise, not as a voice of fear, but as a voice of faith. Leadership in this era will not be about titles or positions. It will be about true spiritual influence. As one of God's chosen, your voice will carry a weight that worldly accolades can never provide. Your presence will inspire confidence. Your faith will ignite courage in weary hearts. Consider Harriet Tubman, who, guided by dreams and visions, led countless souls to freedom through the Underground Railroad. Her influence wasn't born from worldly power, but from divine purpose. Could it be that you too are being positioned to lead many into freedom? Spiritual, emotional, even societal freedom. As you step into this divine leadership, understand that your role is not isolated. This is not merely a personal rise. It is a collective uprising of the chosen ones. As you lead, you will empower others to discover their own divine purpose. Together, you will usher in a new era, a time marked not by fear and despair, but by hope, peace, and profound transformation. Can you imagine standing shoulder to shoulder with others who, like you, have been set ablaze by divine destiny? What kind of world could be birthed from such a united movement? The wave of transformation that is about to sweep the earth is not just another historical event. It is a spiritual tsunami carrying God's favor, grace, and power. It will not merely touch your life. It will engulf it, surrounding you with blessings, breakthroughs, and unimaginable opportunities. Much like Peter, who once doubted but later walked on water when he fixed his eyes on Jesus, Matthew 14:28-31, you will be called to step into realms that seem impossible, and you will succeed, not by your strength, but by His power flowing through you. When the blessings begin to pour out in ways that defy logic, do not be surprised. When doors you never knocked on open wide, when opportunities chase you down, remember this: it is the fulfillment of the promises God spoke over your life. Just as Oprah Winfrey often speaks of the hand of destiny guiding her path despite overwhelming odds, you too will see the invisible hand of God weaving your story into a tapestry of miraculous favor. This global shift is not just happening around you, it is happening through you. You are not a spectator, you are a key player in this divine movement. As you embrace your role, you will become a living testament to God's grace. People will look at your life and see undeniable evidence of His power, His favor, and His promises kept. Have you asked yourself, what legacy will I leave as a result of the favor being poured into my life? How many lives will be changed because I chose to say yes to the call? You, chosen one, are the embodiment of God's miracle-working power, and as you rise, you will not rise alone. You will pull others with you, lifting them into their own destiny, sparking awakenings, and transforming entire communities. The world is watching. Heaven is cheering. Now is your moment. Will you step fully into the wave of transformation, knowing that you were born to lead it? There are blessings hidden deep within your journey, woven through every trial and triumph, that have been preparing you for the extraordinary changes now unfolding. You may have questioned why the setbacks came, why the delays stretched so long, or why the battles seemed endless. But now, chosen one, you are about to see the masterwork of God's plan in perfect hindsight. Every challenge, every disappointment, every prolonged season of waiting was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Have you paused to consider that what felt like detours were actually divine designs? These blessings were never only material, they were spiritual, emotional, and deeply foundational. God was strengthening your character, sharpening your discernment, and forging your resilience. Think of David, who endured years of hiding in caves before he sat on the throne, 1 Samuel 22, 1-2. It was in the wilderness, not in the palace, that David learned to lead, to trust, and to conquer. Could it be that your hidden battles were preparing you to reign in places others could never endure? The strength you've accumulated through adversity, the wisdom you've gained through experience, and the patience you've honed through waiting are priceless treasures, hidden blessings that now serve as the very pillars of your elevation. As you step into your divine purpose, these treasures will reveal their full value, grounding you with unshakable confidence and grace amidst the shifts ahead. Reflect for a moment. What if every hardship was God's secret investment in your future glory? Look to the story of Walt Disney, who faced bankruptcy, rejection, and ridicule before building an empire of imagination. His setbacks didn't end his dream, they refined it. Just like him, the weight you carried has been preparing you for the weight of glory you are about to inherit. Faith is the key that will carry you through the days ahead. As the world twists and changes, your unwavering faith will serve as your anchor, your compass, and your shield. The external chaos will not shake you if your internal faith remains steadfast. When Peter dared to walk on water, it was faith that kept him above the stormy waves, even when fear tried to pull him down. Matthew 14:29-31. Are you ready to walk boldly across the waters of uncertainty, eyes fixed only on Jesus? This is not the season for passive belief, it is the season for active, living faith. You are being called not just to wait, but to prepare, to sharpen, and to fortify every part of yourself, spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. Think of Serena Williams, who never waited for opportunities to come to her. She trained for them long before the world ever recognized her greatness. Likewise, your preparation in the unseen places is about to be rewarded in the visible realm. Have you asked yourself, am I ready to move when God opens the next door? Am I positioned in faith to act when destiny calls? The days of confusion are over. The fog that once clouded your vision is lifting, and divine clarity is breaking forth like the dawn. No longer will you wander in uncertainty or second-guess your purpose. God's voice will become unmistakably clear, His leading undeniable. Just as Nehemiah received a clear mandate to rebuild Jerusalem's walls, Nehemiah 2:17-18, you will receive precise instructions for your mission. The Holy Spirit will guide your steps with precision. Every hesitation that once held you back will be replaced by courage, every doubt by conviction. You will no longer wonder, what if? You will know what is. Can you feel the clarity already starting to rise within you? A certainty born not of your own making, but of divine ordination. This new clarity will be accompanied by decisive, powerful action. You will not sit on the sidelines. You will step boldly onto the field of destiny. The time for delay has ended. The time to advance is now. Leadership is your portion, not because you sought it, but because heaven assigned it to you. Think of Malala Yousafzai, whose courage to speak up for education under threat of violence shifted nations. She did not wait for the world to become safe. She acted because she was clear about her mission. Likewise, You are called to act, lead, and influence without hesitation. As you rise, others will see your example and find hope in your strength. They will follow your faith as much as your words. Your journey will be their blueprint, your courage their catalyst. You will be a living, breathing testament to the truth that when God calls a person, He equips them for impact. This isn't merely a personal victory, it is a communal breakthrough. Your rise will inspire families, communities, and even nations. It will be like Moses leading the Israelites out of bondage. His obedience led to the freedom of an entire people. Exodus 14:21 through 22. Have you realized that your yes to God could be the key to someone else's deliverance? The transformation is not a distant promise. It is happening right now. You stand at the helm of a great movement, a wave of destiny that will sweep across the earth. God's favor surrounds you. His hand steadies you. His Spirit empowers you. And as you move forward, unimaginable heights await. Chosen one, your moment is not approaching, it is here. Step into it with unwavering confidence. Step into it knowing that you have been thoroughly prepared, deeply anointed, and powerfully called for such a time as this. The world is waiting. Heaven is watching. And your destiny is unfolding. You have faced challenge after challenge, each one pushing you to your limits, testing your endurance, and stretching your faith beyond what you thought possible. Yet through it all, you did not quit. You refused to surrender. Even in the darkest nights, when the weight seemed unbearable, you clung to hope. Chosen one, because you held firm, because you trusted even when you couldn't trace God's hand. He is now about to rewrite the story of your financial future in ways so astounding that they will leave you breathless. Have you ever considered that every hardship you endured was not punishment but preparation? Think of Job, who lost everything, wealth, health, and family. Yet after his season of testing, God restored him with double what he had before. Job 42:10. Could it be that the losses you mourned are simply making room for a greater restoration? Your long nights of barely making it, your prayers for just enough to survive, were not in vain. They were seeds planted in faith, and now the harvest is near. The struggles that once seemed endless were merely stepping stones, propelling you toward the abundant life that has been waiting for you. Your faith has been the bedrock of this journey, and now God's favor will become the master key that unlocks doors no man can shut. This transition from hardship to abundance will not be instantaneous, but it will be unstoppable. It will arrive at the perfect moment, woven flawlessly into God's divine timeline for your life. Just as Joseph's years in the prison came to an abrupt end with a sudden elevation to the palace, Genesis 41:14-46, so too will your season of lack give way to an overwhelming outpouring of opportunity and blessing. Are you ready to see doors open that once seemed bolted shut? Are you prepared to receive blessings you didn't even dare to pray for? Expect the unexpected. Watch as opportunities you never imagined begin to manifest around you. Financial doors will swing open, debts will be cancelled, resources will flow. Remember Tyler Perry's journey, starting with rejected scripts and sleeping in his car, yet persevering until God catapulted him into becoming a powerhouse of influence and generosity. Your story carries the same divine fingerprint of victory. You may have lived in a survival mentality, hanging on to just enough to scrape by, but that season is over. Prepare for a dramatic shift. Financial breakthroughs are coming your way, not to trap you in greed, but to release you into greater generosity, greater dreams, and greater impact. God is not only preparing to bless you, but also equipping you with the spiritual wisdom needed to steward these blessings with excellence. Have you thought about how you will manage the abundance when it comes? Are you positioning your heart now to use prosperity for purpose, not just for pleasure? Understand that the coming wealth is not an end in itself. It is a divine tool. It is a resource entrusted to your hands for building God's kingdom on earth. Just as Boaz used his influence and resources to redeem Ruth and restore a legacy, Ruth 4:9 through 10, you too are being positioned to redeem, to restore, and to bless generations beyond your own. The divine favor pouring into your life will empower you to invest not only in your future, but also in the futures of those around you. Your family will feel the ripple effects. Your community will feel the shift. Causes that are close to God's heart and to yours will receive the fuel they need to thrive because you chose to rise. Imagine standing at the crossroads of destiny, with every resource you once lacked now placed into your hands. Will you recognize the responsibility attached to the blessing? Will you become a vessel through which God's abundance flows freely into the world? You are stepping into a future where abundance is no longer something you chase. It will flow to you and through you with grace and wisdom. This is not by accident. This is the fulfillment of a promise made by a faithful God to a faithful heart. Chosen one, this is your time. Get ready to manage miracles. Get ready to steward the overflow. Get ready to live not only in abundance, but in purposeful abundance, abundance that echoes in eternity. God has called you, chosen one, to step into the role of a spiritual leader at this critical, history-defining moment. The world is crying out for guidance, for truth, for a light that can pierce through the fog of confusion. And you're the one He has appointed to answer that call. Have you felt it stirring within you, the undeniable growing sense that your life was never meant to be small, that your purpose reaches far beyond personal achievement, that inner knowing is not ambition, it is divine awakening? Now, the time has arrived. You are not stepping forward because of self-promotion. You are rising because heaven has summoned you. Leadership in this season isn't about control. It is about service, humility, and sacrificial love. Just as Jesus knelt to wash his disciples' feet, John 13:12-17, so too are you called to lead by lifting others up, by serving with a heart fully surrendered to God's will. Reflect for a moment. What if the very experiences that once wounded you were actually God's way of qualifying you to heal others? Your spiritual journey, the tears you cried in secret, the lessons learned through heartbreak, the wisdom forged in the fires of adversity, has been intentional preparation. Nothing was wasted. Every moment was building you into a vessel of wisdom, compassion, and divine authority. Like Moses, who once fled in fear but returned empowered to lead his people out of bondage, Exodus 3:10-12, your past does not disqualify you, it proves you. As you step boldly into this role, you will notice something miraculous. People will be drawn to you without your striving. They will come seeking peace, guidance, and hope, the very fruits of the Spirit that now radiate from your life. They will see your faith that refused to crumble, your heart that refused to grow bitter, and your light that refused to be extinguished. Are you ready to lead not just individuals, but movements of souls back to the heart of God? Understand this: the redemption God is bringing through you is not limited to your own story. It will be a collective journey. Your rising will ignite a chain reaction. Those who witness your unwavering trust and your spiritual resilience will be inspired to pursue their own redemption. Think of Queen Esther, who risked everything not just for herself, but for her entire people. Esther 4:14-16. Could it be that your courage will lead multitudes into salvation? This is your time to step fully into the mantle of spiritual mentor. You are called not just to speak truth, but to live it, to be a walking testimony of God's grace. Leadership is not about titles. It is about living so fully in your divine purpose that others cannot help but follow. Your life will become a roadmap for those lost in the wilderness. Think of someone like Nelson Mandela, who after decades of imprisonment did not emerge bitter, but as a beacon of forgiveness and leadership that reshaped a nation. Similarly, You are not being called to lead from wounds, but from healed scars, proof that God restores, empowers, and elevates. Have you asked yourself, what lives are waiting to be transformed because you chose to say yes to your calling? You are standing on the very edge of something extraordinary. The divine power that God seeded inside you long ago, the power you've glimpsed in flashes but have yet to fully unleash, is now ready to burst forth. It is not a new power. It has been there all along, nurtured through your obedience and faithfulness. The world is about to witness your unveiling, not for personal glory, but for divine impact. Not for fame, but for the fulfillment of a heavenly mandate. You have endured too much, sacrificed too much, learned too much to shrink back now. Every trial, every closed door, every lonely night has been shaping a leader heaven can trust. Just as Joshua stood poised to lead Israel into the promised land after years of preparation, Joshua 1:1-9, you too are now positioned to step into promises long foretold. The greatness you are about to experience is not a reward, it is a commission. It is the result of God's calling, His refining fire, and His unrelenting favor over your life. You are fully equipped, you are divinely backed, and now is the moment to rise, not with hesitation, but with bold, unwavering confidence, knowing you are supported by the mighty hand of God Himself. Chosen one, your destiny is not a distant future, it is a present reality. The world needs your light. Heaven is waiting for your yes. It is time to step fully into the greatness you were born to carry. As you fully embrace the divine power that has been planted within you, you will begin to notice undeniable shifts happening all around. The transformation taking place within you will no longer be hidden. It will radiate so strongly that others will see it, feel it, and be drawn to it like moths to a flame. Have you sensed the growing difference in the atmosphere when you enter a room? It's because the light you carry can no longer be contained. The gifts you once hid out of fear or modesty, the talents you downplayed, and the strength you underestimated are all rising to the surface. Like David stepping forward to face Goliath when others cowered, 1 Samuel 17:45-50, you are stepping into the fullness of who God created you to be. No longer will your greatness remain hidden. The world is about to witness what heaven has known about you all along. Can you feel the stirring within you, a realization that you were born for such a time as this? Are you ready to see the manifestation of the greatness that's been lying dormant, now awakened by divine command? The storm is no longer approaching, it is here. The world is caught in the throes of a global upheaval. Economies are shaking, governments are faltering, societies are fragmenting. Yet for you, chosen one, this is not a time of fear. It is your moment to rise. While others are bewildered by the chaos, you are being called to stand firm, anchored by a faith that is unshakable. Think of Noah, who built the ark long before the first raindrop fell, Genesis 6:13-22. His preparation in times of peace preserved him during the storm. Likewise, your preparation, your resilience, and your unwavering trust have positioned you to lead when others falter. In every era of crisis, leaders emerge, not because they sought the storm, but because they were made ready for it. Have you realized that the very storms meant to destroy others are the winds that will lift you higher? Standing strong amid global shifts requires a kind of resilience the world cannot manufacture. It requires divine wisdom, a soul rooted in trust, and an unwavering grip on the promises of God. As turmoil rages, you will remain centered, calm in the chaos, focused amid the frenzy. Your ability to navigate turbulence with grace will make you a beacon of stability. Reflect on the journey of Corrie ten Boom, who, in the horror of World War II, chose to be a refuge for the oppressed. Her faith in God's sovereignty, even in the darkest days, inspired countless souls. Could it be that you are being called to the same? an unwavering source of light in a world drowning in fear? As the earth trembles under the weight of its own shaking, people will instinctively seek those who can offer hope, clarity, and strength. They will look to you. Your faith, not your titles or possessions, will be the anchor they trust. You will lead them, not with dominance, but with the quiet, fierce strength of someone whose heart beats in rhythm with heaven's. Have you considered that your stability could be the salvation someone else desperately needs? The global shift is a backdrop for your breakthrough. The waiting season, the uncertainty, the tears, the silent battles is drawing to a dramatic close. God is preparing to unleash a massive breakthrough that will not just nudge your life forward. It will catapult you into dimensions you scarcely dared to imagine. Doors that seemed forever bolted will swing open in a moment. Relationships that were stagnant will suddenly bloom. Opportunities that seemed unattainable will rush toward you. Just as Joseph was called from prison to the palace in a single day, Genesis 41:14-41, your breakthrough will be swift, divine, and undeniable. Can you feel the shift in the atmosphere, the sense that something too big for human hands is about to unfold in your life? This breakthrough will not always come packaged the way you expect. It may be a financial outpouring, a spiritual promotion, a divine connection, or an opportunity tailor-made by God Himself. But one thing is certain: it will be everything you need, and even more than you thought to ask for. Consider the life of Colonel Sanders, who after decades of failure and rejections birthed a global empire at an age most considered too late. God's timing is never rushed, never delayed, always perfect. Your breakthrough too is on a timetable written by heaven, not by man. The abundance God is preparing to pour out will not only transform your life, it will overflow into the lives of those around you. Family, friends, communities. You will become a conduit of blessing, an embodiment of God's generosity and faithfulness. Have you asked yourself, how will I steward the breakthrough when it arrives? Whose lives will be changed because I refuse to give up? Chosen one, your story is about to become a living testament to the power of perseverance, the faithfulness of God, and the unstoppable destiny placed upon your life. Get ready. The storm has only revealed your strength. The chaos has only cleared the path for your coronation. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is here. Step boldly into it. The world needs your leadership now more than ever. The breakthroughs you are about to experience will empower you to make a greater impact, not only on your personal life, but also on your community, your family, and the world at large. You will find yourself giving more freely, serving more deeply, and stepping more confidently into the divine purpose for which you were created. The resources that are about to be placed into your hands are not random blessings. They are strategic tools to help you fulfill your kingdom assignment. Just as Joseph rose from prisoner to prime minister at precisely the time Egypt needed a savior, Genesis 41:41-43, so too are you positioned to rise at this critical moment. Have you thought about how your breakthrough could be the key to someone else's answered prayer? The time for hesitation has ended. The chosen ones are rising, and you stand at the forefront of this divine movement. God has been meticulously preparing you for such a time as this, equipping you with the strength, wisdom, and vision necessary to fulfill your destiny. There is no more time to waste. As the world groans under the weight of change, leaders rooted in faith are desperately needed. The question is, are you ready to answer the call that has echoed in your spirit for so long? Think of Esther, who stepped forward with courage when her people faced annihilation, and remember Mordecai's stirring words. Who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this? Esther 4:14. Even if doubts once crept into your heart, it's now clear that you were always meant for this. God has not only called you, but equipped you with everything necessary to rise above the challenges and fulfill the divine mission set before you. This is a time of immense responsibility, yes, but also a time of immeasurable reward. As you step fully into your role, you will witness miracles flowing through your life, transformations that will leave you, and everyone who sees them, in awe. Have you wondered what it would feel like to see the power of God tangibly moving through your hands? People will be drawn to your wisdom, your strength, and most importantly, your unwavering faith. Your influence will not be rooted in force or persuasion, but in the undeniable peace and authority that rests upon you. God is about to open doors that you didn't even know existed, doors that no man can shut, Revelation 3:8. These are not ordinary opportunities. They are divine assignments, tailor-made to launch you into a new season of prosperity, favor, and kingdom impact. Think about the journey of Oprah Winfrey, who after years of struggle stepped into doors that transformed her into a global force for empowerment and philanthropy. Likewise, what doors might your obedience unlock? Not just for you, but for generations to come. You may have spent nights wondering when your breakthrough would arrive. God has heard every cry, seen every tear, and is now preparing to answer your prayers in ways that will leave you speechless. These new opportunities will not just bring wealth, they will position you exactly where you need to be to maximize your divine influence. The wealth and favor flowing into your life are instruments of destiny, empowering you to leave a lasting impact far beyond your lifetime. Are you ready to manage abundance with the same faithfulness you showed in scarcity? Prepare your heart for the unexpected. The blessings that are coming may not look exactly like what you envisioned, but they will be exactly what you need to advance. Trust that God's plan surpasses your imagination. Think of Ruth, whose loyalty and trust led her from the fields of hardship to the lineage of kings. Ruth 4:13-17. Could it be that your current obedience is setting you up for a harvest beyond comprehension? The key to walking through these divine doors will be faith and obedience. Trust that if God has opened the way, He has also prepared you to walk it. The world is shifting rapidly, and in the midst of this transformation, your moment to shine has come. Your leadership, your light, and your faithfulness are desperately needed in a world drowning in confusion and fear. Are you prepared to be the steady hand that points the way forward? The challenges the world faces may seem overwhelming, but you are not called to blend into the fear. You are called to stand apart in faith. Your life will serve as a lighthouse for others, guiding them safely through the storms of change. Your clarity and unwavering purpose will inspire those around you to act boldly and move forward with renewed confidence. In the same way that Winston Churchill's steadfast leadership inspired a nation through its darkest hour, your voice, your courage, and your faith will be the catalyst for countless others to rise. True leadership isn't just about eloquent words. It is about living a life so filled with integrity and grace that it pulls others toward their own potential. Your example will show others that it is possible to rise above the chaos, to thrive in adversity, and to transform every obstacle into an opportunity for glory. You have been equipped for this. Your resilience, your faith, and your wisdom are the very qualities that the world desperately needs right now. Do you realize how many lives are waiting for the courage they will find by watching you? The process of divine transformation is already well underway. The shifts you are about to witness in your life will leave you in awe, not only because of the magnitude of the blessings, but because of the perfect orchestration of God's timing and provision. Just as Abraham finally saw the fulfillment of God's promises after decades of waiting, Genesis 21:1-2, so too will you step into a season where every step feels divinely guided and every blessing perfectly timed. But this transformation is not merely external. It is a deep, profound internal realignment. Your heart, mind, and spirit are being refined to mirror the very heart of God. This inner alignment is preparing you not only to receive blessings, but to sustain them, to grow them, and to use them for His glory. As you embrace this transformation, you will find yourself walking with greater clarity, greater confidence, and greater compassion than ever before. Chosen one, everything is aligning in your favor. Heaven is behind you, the earth is shifting beneath you, and your destiny is unfolding before you. Are you ready to take your rightful place at the forefront of this divine movement? The world is watching, and heaven is cheering. Now is your time. Step into it without hesitation. Beloved chosen one, as you stand at the edge of this remarkable transformation, know this: the changes you're about to experience may seem sudden, overwhelming, or even unexpected, but they are intricately woven into the greater plan that God has been orchestrating for your good. His hand is upon you, steady and sure, guiding every step you take. You are not moving blindly. You are moving according to a divine blueprint, crafted by the Creator Himself. Every shift, every new opportunity, every door that opens is a testimony of His faithfulness and favor in your life. This transformation is not meant to bless you alone. As your life begins to ascend into new realms of purpose, abundance, and influence, those who are within your sphere, your family, your friends, your community, will witness your elevation. Many will be inspired to embrace their own transformations, to pursue their own divine destinies, because they see what God is doing in you. You are not just stepping into a new season. You're becoming a catalyst for change, a vessel through which heaven touches earth. Watch closely as God begins to manifest His divine will in your life in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. There will come a day soon when you will look back in awe and gratitude, amazed at how far His hand has brought you. The dreams that once seemed distant, the visions you once held close in your heart, are now materializing before your very eyes. You are stepping into a new era defined by purpose, saturated with abundance, and overflowing with divine favor. In the coming days, expect an infusion of divine wisdom, unlike anything you have previously experienced. God is not sending you into new territory unequipped. He is pouring into you knowledge, discernment, and spiritual understanding with such precision that you will know instinctively how to navigate every challenge and seize every opportunity. As James 1:5 reminds us, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all generously and without reproach, and it will be given to him. This wisdom is a sacred gift. Receive it with humility and wield it with confidence, knowing that with God's wisdom guiding you, no obstacle will be insurmountable, no battle unconquerable, and no destiny beyond your reach. I want to take a heartfelt moment to thank you for journeying through this message with me. Your time, your presence, and your openness mean more than words can express. Whether you are silently reflecting or actively engaging, know that your participation is deeply appreciated. If you feel led and wish to support the continuation of this work through a Super Thanks donation, please know that your generosity will help tremendously in spreading more of these divine messages to others who need them. However, whether you choose to donate or not, please hear me clearly. I am deeply, sincerely grateful for you. Your support in any form is a blessing and is never taken for granted. As you move forward into this incredible season of breakthrough, abundance, and leadership, I speak blessings over your life. May God's favor go before you like a mighty river. May His wisdom fill your mind, His peace guard your heart, and His strength carry you through every new door you walk through. May your influence expand, your joy overflow, and your legacy be a living testimony of His unfailing goodness. You are ready. You are chosen. You are anointed for this time. Step boldly into the destiny God has prepared for you. I am celebrating you, standing with you, and praying for your unstoppable victory.